US champion Fabiano Caruana stopped by the St. Louis Chess Club recently to compete in our weekly Saturday Night Blitz event. He was up against the club's best and brightest talents, including one national master, Julian Proleiko of Road to 2000 fame. Let's see how the national master did against the US champion.
All right, one more game.
Julian has to play a good game now.
All right, and we have liftoff.
Fabi already won the tournament, we think. But the question is, can Julian nickel him and get a win or a half a point?
Yeah, Julian chooses the Catalan as his weapon. Well, okay, not a Catalan. I forgot.
Very solid.
I played the King's
Very
Idiot.
solid system here. Fabi
So
likes this.
similar to what Bach was doing with White, but Fabi chooses Bishop F5 this time. This is a very nice way of playing, trying to prevent that.
I like this for Julian.
Yeah, okay.
He's being very solid.
Knight C3 will take back.
It's not going to be easy for Fabi to win this.
Not going to be easy at all.
Too solid.
See Bishop E4, now Queen D2 on the board.
Rook F1, Rook AC1.
Yeah, no weaknesses in White's camp.
Yes. No, this is nice.
Okay, we're going to see more trades. Knight E1 was played. And now the knight comes to G2. Maybe D5 is a good positional move. Cement the pawn on the dark square.
Yes.
Lock the bishop in.
Yeah, well, D5, maybe just take, Knight F4 and play something like that. Bishop B4. Probably not much, but...
Yeah, maybe just equality. Fabi chooses A5.
Yeah, he wants to leave some dynamics in the position. I think he's trying to win this game.
Chosen? Yeah,
he's trying to win this.
It's Fabiano Caruana, of course.
He doesn't want to just secure. He doesn't want to just secure the win.
Yeah.
He wants to win the maximum points he wants to get.
Okay. Knight F6, and now D5 has appeared on the board.
Okay, now I think.
And now we shouldn't take. Now maybe just bring the rooks in. Knight E4 is coming though. Have to be careful.
Bishop.
Knight F4 chosen. E6, and what to do? I mean, I like just Rook D1.
E1.
Okay, this rook to bring the bishop back here.
He's eyeballing A5.
Yeah, he's attacking F5. Also, opportunities to bring the bishop.
Okay, C1. I like this. This is solid. Okay, C1.
And no major problems yet.
Maybe Knight D3. Okay,
H4 on the board.
Stretching it.
Yeah, so do we go H4? Why not? Looks okay to me. I think he's just gonna bring the rook in instead. Perfectly fine. Just rook C1. But bishop H6, is this ever awkward? No, H4 played.
I feel like he needs to play F3 here, Caleb.
Yeah, I think his idea was F3. He does go ahead and play
because, later I can use the H file for my play,
Yeah, knight back to D6, maybe just King G2. Keep it solid. Also, he chose B1 for the rook. I liked your idea of C1 better, but...
yeah, now bishop F2. Maybe he didn't want the bishop H6.
I think he's eyeing G4. Oh yeah, bishop H6. Yeah, I sort of thought that was a problem. What did he choose? Chose something else. Bishop F2. Okay, and now just HG. We can go King G2. Both of us have access to the H file. Our bishop is nice and solid here, protecting our king, protecting our center. Okay. Queen G5 though. Fabi's launching an attack. Knight F5 will come next.
F5 is coming.
Are there issues here? Maybe some problems.
Not immediately, but. Okay, so King G2 has to be played.
King G2, Knight F5. We cannot bring the rook to the file. Maybe something like this.
Queen D3 first.
And, okay, this is nothing but a repetition. So...
well, he goes back. Okay.
Okay, where are we?
Knight H3 was played.
So HG, Queen G5, just Knight H3. Forcing the queen back. Maybe King G2 next. G2 play.
He needs to watch out. E5.
D8 on the board.
Fabi might want to play E5.
Yeah, E5 goes both ways. This bishop will be strong.
So
Julian's spending some time here. Is he thinking of E4?
Fabi pressing him on the clock. 1 minute difference.
Is he thinking of E4 maybe? No, goes G4.
G4, okay.
Interesting move.
Not a bad move. I like it. Actually restricting.
Yeah.
Restricting the knight.
But this
giving the bishop little airs there.
Maybe this makes E5 a bit stronger though. We're losing some dark squares with G4.
True.
Will we see it? No.
D8.
Knight to E8. Deep stuff. Wants to take.
Okay, so maybe it's time to...
I'm interested in this move, to be honest with you. I'm interested in this. Goes E3 instead.
E3 instead.
Patiently.
Patient, yeah.
Okay, E5 on the board. It's go time. Fabi's ready. I was interested in this. Either way you take, I'll take back with the queen, defend my pawn.
Yeah.
And I think white might be doing okay, but E3, E5 played instead. And what will we see from Julian? How to react. It's not so easy.
Well, he's got to take.
Takes on D5. Takes on D5.
Rook C1, okay.
He just goes Rook C1.
No, I think he took on E5 one time.
Takes on e5 as well. DE5 takes. We have an IQP.
97. Okay.
Isolated pawn there. And sorry, knight g7, queen c5 on the board.
I like this. I like this. Initiating the exchange of the queens. Initiating it.
Yeah, the endgames are going to favor white here. This pawn is a little weak.
6, I play knight f4, I think. I'm okay with that.
Some weaknesses for black here. Chooses queen d7. Stepping out of this knight f4.
Wait a minute, this e4 move maybe, no?
Yeah, e4. And are there tactics? Not so sure.
e4, Julian.
For what's the idea? Julian's thinking about it.
You can play.
He's leaning in. You can see the confidence.
Yes.
Now's your chance. No, he's grabbing the knight. Wants knight f4 still. Knight f4 does not seem wrong.
He needs to play his game.
25 seconds on the clock.
And he needs to not to panic.
Have to play. Knight g5 played.
Knight g5.
Goes to g5. Bobby with more than 2 minutes on the clock.
Not sure about this knight g5.
Okay, maybe he wants e4. Wants this square.
And if f6, he's just gonna put down.
Just come back.
But
Bobby taking some time now. Yeah, I'm not so sure. This move looked very strong. If you try anything like this, we just take.
f4 square is covered.
Yeah, f4 is
Nothing
covered.
to worry about.
Okay, but we have moves. Knight g5, bishop b2 was played. Rook b1, bishop back to f6 now. Okay, knight e4 must be the point. Knight e4, bishop e7 on the board.
I like it. I like
Queen
it.
here. Look out! Watch out for your f6 square. Knight c3 will come, hitting d5 again. Julian targeting the weaknesses. Queen c6 on the board. Knight c3 played.
Bishop f6.
Oh, there's bishop f6. There is bishop
Knight
f6.
d5. Incredible.
Knight d5 saving.
Incredible.
Okay,
My
so
goodness.
knight e6 must be the move then.
No knight d5 anyway.
Still knight d5.
He's winning a pawn now.
Julian with the tactics. What's knight d5?
He tricked Fabiano.
Incredible resource. Bishop f6 looks like it wins a piece, but after knight d5, it does nothing.
Incredible. He is better now.
White is better. Knight c3, incredible move.
Tactics work out.
Yeah, Fabi missed it. Fabi under a minute on the clock.
Missed it.
30 seconds left. Julian just 18 seconds.
And then he can secure the knight with e4, Caleb, which is very important.
Yes, knight d5 allows e4. What do we see? What was played? Knight e6, queen back, but now d4. No, this was the chance. This was the chance. Knight d5 was there. He goes back. Now d4. We can take this pawn. But no, we can't take this pawn. Knight e4 played. Okay, white's not worse. Maybe missed some idea. Maybe there was some other resource. You can never take this because of knight f4. What to do? What to do? The time runs out.
b5.
He wants queen e2. Queen e2 played. Queen e2, he wants to maybe
Rook b2 now.
bring in the rooks.
Okay, this is
c2
fine.
played. We
This
see
is fine. This
trade,
is fine.
trade here.
This is totally
check.
fine. This is totally fine.
No, no check. Okay, what is happening? What's our position? Rook takes d4 in this position.
Rook
Bishop's
c1.
pinned. Rook d c1.
Need to swap some rooks, okay?
He will chase the rooks around.
Okay.
Okay, rook's off the board. Now rook b4. Black with some activity, but it's not over. Rook c8 check, king g7, and knight e4 hits the bishop. Bishop f4. Knight c5 played. Julian holding on.
Holding against number 2 in the world.
Okay, takes.
He's gonna drop it.
Now there's an issue.
King f1.
This is an issue.
No
King
problem.
f1 there is.
Rook
King
b5.
f1 played.
Rook b5 is fine.
Rook b5. The b7 pawn falls.
That's it. Just sit.
And now Julian,
Do bishop.
with a fortress type position, trades off the... No, he doesn't trade off the rooks. I missaw. Okay, he just sits. Fabi will trade to bring
Bishop
the
e3
king.
now. Trade bishops.
There's nowhere to bring
Trade
the king.
bishops. Bishop e3.
Leaves the bishop on the board. Goes bishop g1, bishop f2. This is his setup. How do you break it?
Bishop g3.
How do you break the setup?
Don't play passively. Just trade the bishops.
That's
That's fine. That's fine.
okay, brings the rook in. Built some time on the clock. He's going to check for behind. No shelter for the king.
King f1. Always
King f1. Step out of the pin.
Always king f1. Just nothing. Just sit there on d file.
Now the rook's on the 8th.
Sit there. Nothing to do.
Nothing at
Nothing to
all. Just sits on the d file. The king is cut. You cannot advance.
Sit there. That's it.
Okay, Fabi brings the king back now.
Ooh,
using the bishop
d4.
as shelter. Bishop d4. Julian's targeting a pawn. He says the game is not over.
Rook b8 now. It's fine.
Okay, he takes some time. He built up some time on the clock. Goes rook e8, hits the bishop, king back. Rook will go to h8 now. Okay, king e6.
Rook b8. Yeah.
Rook back. Okay, rook over to b8 now. I like this square better.
Yes.
There was danger of bishop f8 trapping the rook. Okay, bishop comes back to f2 now.
King E2.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with this position for white.
Oh, rook f2, he missed it.
Oh, there was rook f2. Oh my goodness.
My goodness.
Rook f2 was there.
Both players missed it. Incredible tactic.
Rook f2.
Ay, ay, ay.
But it was missed. Okay, where are we?
Nerves.
King's on e6. Rook back to b7.
Rook d7.
Do not touch that diagonal
Don't
again.
put the rook on the dark squares. This is the rule.
Okay, we have a check. Rook back to d8. Okay, bishop back to d6. This is looking very familiar.
Maybe arbiter is gonna step in soon.
Yeah, where are the TDs? We need the TDs.
50 move rule.
Okay, rook comes back to e2. King g2.
He should not touch the rook, Caleb. This is perfect. Just don't touch the rook. No, don't touch the rook.
That's okay. You can go back to e2. You can go back to e2.
This would be a
king
big
back
draw for Julian.
to
Bishop
G2.
g3, trade bishops.
All right, hold on. Let us see. Okay, rook d8. No way to target the bishop here. All squares defended. King back to f1. The black king is still cut off on the file.
There's really no progress can be made here.
Yeah, I mean, Fabio will play forever.
Well, you gotta be careful not to lose on time. He has less time than Julian.
Is 5 seconds on his clock? Is
Yes.
that real?
Look, Julian is
I have
fast.
to be cautious. Julian playing quickly and confidently.
He knows it.
Rook back to d8. Bishop
He
c7.
knows it.
Rook. Okay, rook to the third. King continues to advance. There's a check.
Why
Rook
not
king
bishop
comes back.
d4 at some point? Yeah, maybe.
He did this before. Maybe he'll do it again.
Why not bishop d4? Play for a win.
Okay, let's the king come back over.
Bishop g3. Trade bishops.
Bishop g3 would trade the bishops. Julian likes his setup though. Julian does not want to change his defensive setup. He's confident he can hold this. He's passing on the third rank now.
Draw. Fabi draws.
Draw! Julian Proleiko, hometown hero, draws world number 2.
Unbelievable.
Fabiano Caruana.
He did it.
What a game.
He did it, Caleb.
Yeah, you can see the relief. And yeah, how many moves were played? How many moves?
A lot.
Let's see. F6 was the last pawn move.
Maybe not quite 50, but very close.
50 would be what, 116? And we got 115.
And he claims it. He feels it, and he makes a historic draw, Caleb.
Yeah, what a tournament. What a result for Julian. Congratulations. What a round. Congrats to Fabi on winning the event, I guess.
9 out of 10. Incredible.
9 out of 10 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right. This was very, very exciting.
Yeah, and
Very
rook takes f2. Apparently Fabi pointed this out on the
Yes.
board. But
He saw it.
yeah, saw it after it happens. But
Yeah.
that was the only moment. Julian, very, very nice game. Finds the defensive
Very nice
setup.
hold here.
Holds it for 50
It was
moves.
not easy.
Wow, what a game by Julian, holding the draw against the US champion. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and let me know what you thought of the game in the comments below.